We are about to check out one of the newest and most talked about shows on the Atlantic City Boardwalk. That's The Hook by Spiegelworld. Now, if you've been to Vegas, you're gonna hear me talk about Vegas again. You know Spiegelworld. You know Spiegelworld from shows like Absinthe outside of Caesar's Palace. You know Spiegelworld from Opium in the Cosmopolitan. They are infamous. They put on such funny shows, a little bit provocative, a little bit naughty, but usually the best shows. Anyway, let's go check it out. Alright, so we are going to have dinner at Superfrico first at Atlantic City, just before we go seeing the show tonight. Cody got himself a Black Star, which has buttered bourbon, sorry, I can't pronounce that, yellow chartreuse, Punt and cold brew. I had the Midnight Rambler, which is Don Julio Blanco, blackberries, bell pepper, falernum, and lemon. We're gonna wait for those to come. Food-wise, Cody got himself a chicken parm. I got myself a pizza with like crab on it. So kind of interesting concept. You can check that out before I'm actually finished. All right, we're trying Cody's drink first, the Black Star. Oh, it's really good. It's very interesting flavor. You can taste a bit of the cold brew coffee through there, the bourbon. It's really nice. Mine's more of a tequila base. It looks a little more fancy. This is something you want to sort of sit by the pool and sip on. That's good too. So mine's the Midnight Rambler. You can definitely taste the blackberry, but you can definitely taste the pepper too. It's very interesting. I'm gonna enjoy sipping on this one. We're just waiting for our mains to come. Check back with you shortly. Alright, so Cody is gonna do his first little taste test on the channel. So he's got the summer tomatoes here. How is this? You gotta do a sample of the summer tomatoes.
Very good.
So what is that? Is it warm? Is it like a salad? What is it?
They're called and basil and the sea salt. It's really all nice together, right? It's nice and fresh. It's good.
All right, you gotta tell us on the chicken. There's a lot of parm on the chicken parm. You gotta give us a little sample of the chicken parm.
Well, first of all, it's on fire.
It's on fire. Give it a good blow. It smells so good.
It's good. There's a lemon in there. That's different and unexpected.
Alright, so we had a similar thick crust pizza in Vegas, and I burnt the roof of my mouth for like the whole week. It was like destroyed. It's got the name Superfrico comes from the Parmesan crust, which is called Frico. This has crab on it. This looks delicious. I'm scared about my mouth. Okay. The waitress said to me that I would definitely like it. She was very confident. She was absolutely right. It's delicious. I'm really excited about this. We had a similar pizza, like I said, in Vegas at Superfrico. It was mainly just like a margarita type pizza. This has the jumbo lump crab on it, and it's absolutely delicious. I think I'm gonna finish this actually. So look away. We just finished our meal at Superfrico. Super delicious, as always. We are just inside Spiegelworld's The Hook, sorry. Had a few tequilas, so, we're trying to forget a few things. So, anyway, we're really excited for the show. We are sort of very close to the stage. We don't know how much we can film, so we're going to be very careful. So, you don't know how much you're going to see, but we will give you our final thoughts at the end of the show. So, stay tuned. This is The Hook by Spiegelworld, Atlantic City Boardwalk. Woo! You're probably not going to hear anything I'm saying right now, but we are in the horse dive bar after the show. So what I love about this is that the horse dive bar is actually named after the fact they used to have the horses dive into the Atlantic Ocean, right, basically where we are at the pier by the boardwalk. So we have a couple of cocktails here. These are mezcal, old fashions. Cheers. We had a couple of really good cocktails in there as well. It's super loud in here. I'm gonna finish up our drinks, then I'm gonna give you my final thoughts on the whole experience, from the dinner, the show, to the drinks afterwards. Stay tuned. Talk to you in a minute. Okay, so I want to do a whole recap of our evening at Superfrico, at The Hook, and at Horse Dive Bar. Superfrico. Like I said, you know, you're going to hear me reference Vegas when it comes to being in Atlantic City, because it's the closest reference I have to this kind of an environment. So Superfrico, there is one at the Cosmopolitan in Las Vegas. We really enjoyed it. The food was really good. I actually found it to be a little bit cheaper than the Cosmopolitan. Not by a whole lot, but a little bit cheaper. The drinks were interesting. They were neat. We both enjoyed our drinks. Food-wise, it was good too. Cody liked his chicken parm. He liked his sort of tomato salad. My pizza with the lump crab was really, really good. I only ate like 2 pieces, which quite honestly, the second piece I didn't even need. I just had the 1 piece and that was good, but I thought like I don't want to waste it, so I had the second piece. I ended up bringing 2 pieces home. We just started snacking on them right now. They were still pretty good. All in all, it was just a good meal. We just enjoyed our drinks. We enjoyed our meal. Everything was good. We followed that by seeing the show The Hook at in the same venue in Caesars. Again, if you have been, have to reference it, if you've been to Vegas and you've seen other Spiegelworld shows, for example, Absinthe at Caesars, or if you've seen Opium at the Cosmopolitan. In Toronto, we actually had a version of the show a few years back. I don't remember the name. It was around the fall of 2015. We had a show downtown. It sort of took up like a parking lot area. I will find a picture of the show and I will add it here because I can't remember the name of it, but I know I saw it and I know it's, anyway. The shows for Spiegelworld are all very similar. They're all sort of variety acts that have sort of like, crude humor, selective nudity, let's just call it. Anyway, really funny. We really enjoyed the show. It's very much like a variety show that had a bit of everything. Really, really enjoyed it. Really had a great time. After that, you check out Horse Dive Bar, which, again, a great place just to get some drinks afterwards. It's sort of the entrance of the whole theater and restaurant. It's where you first walk in, but it's where they sort of guide you on the way out to have, I think they have like half-price drinks after you've seen the show. If you show your proof of, purchase of a ticket or whatever, you can get half-price drinks. We had just finished like literally buying drinks from the actual venue itself, so we just brought those in with us and kind of hung out in there. The name actually is derived from the fact that they did used to do, they have like horses diving into the Atlantic Ocean or whatever, right outside the pier there. It's kind of terrible. If you really think about it, you saw some pictures in there, again, kind of terrible. But sort of funny how they sort of use that as like a sort of a name to kind of name the bar. And it was fun because you did have all the actors and people from the show kind of coming in there and congregating afterwards and hanging out. So it was kind of a cool environment. But like I said, we only hung out there for a little bit and then we kind of continued on with our night. Is the spot right for you? Meal-wise, I don't want to call it that, but it's sort of like a fun take on, I guess, Italian food. You're gonna get lots of different like pastas and sort of Italian dishes, like, for example, chicken parm or different fishes and salads and appies and things like that, all sort of Italian based with sort of like a fun kind of spin on them. So if you like that kind of food, definitely a good thing to check out. Show wise, if you have an open mind and like a good sense of humor and aren't easily offended, this would definitely be a good show for you. Horse Dive Bar, I wouldn't say there's a target audience there. I mean, if you're seeing the show, you may as well hang out there and have a drink afterwards if you don't have any plans. Kind of like just hang out with your friends, maybe talk about the show and sort of see the people who were in the show kind of all hanging out there too. So yeah, that would probably be the sort of overall kind of arching thing. I'd say just in general, if you're an open-minded person who's just looking for a good night out, a fun time, these sort of three things kind of combine, like go for dinner at Superfrico, go and see the Hook, and then go to Horseslide Bar afterwards for drinks. I think you're gonna have a really good night. I know I did. I keep saying to Cody what a fun night we had. Yeah, just laughed a lot, enjoyed the show, enjoyed the dinner, enjoyed the drinks. Just all in all, had a really good time. So would strongly recommend. Price wise, I'd say the meal was, I think after, you know, we both had drinks, both had the, you know, something to eat. Cody had a nap, Cody had a second drink. So I think our bill was around 150-ish plus, you know, tip and everything. The show tickets, we actually got the cheapest tickets. We still had pretty good seats. I think our tickets were in like the $60 and change mark, plus, you know, taxes and whatnot. But, you know, there are higher price tickets as well that you can get. And drinks afterwards, like I said, drinks afterwards, you sort of, I think if you show your ticket, you can get discounted drinks for like sort of almost like a happy hour after the show. Anyway, something to think about. Yeah, that's probably gonna do it though. So if you are thinking about seeing the show, I would definitely recommend it. We've had a great time. Yeah, that's probably all I'm gonna say about that. If you found this video at all helpful though, please consider liking the video, sharing it with people who are maybe thinking of seeing the show as well. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. There's a button like right in the corner. It's totally free for you. Really helps me keep delivering this free content to you. Really appreciate it, of course. Once again, it's been Daniel the Spotlight, and we will see you in the next one. Viva Atlantic City.